Hi friends! Today I am going to be making a carrot cake, and the recipe was requested by a good friend of mine, and the actual recipe was inspired by a recipe from Mario Batali's new cookbook called Farm to Table. And I have to say it was inspired by because in his recipe he uses ginger, fresh grated ginger, and I don't like ginger. So I'm going to be using fresh grated nutmeg. Okay, so now the first thing we have to do, I've written down the recipe here, and the first thing we have to do is grate carrots, about a pound of carrots. And so you could use a box grater. However, last week I used a mandolin and ended up slicing my thumb. And so I've just decided to try this and hope that this will be a little bit safer for me because the blade is a little bit further from my finger. Of course, who knows if I can get the carrots to go. By the way, this lovely Cuisinart food processor was a gift, a Christmas gift from my sister-in-law Heidi, and as you can tell, I'm still not confident of my ability to use it. So let's see how many cups I have. It's supposed to, according to Mario's recipe. See, I always unplug it because I have this like Twilight Zone fear of appliances turning on and, you know, cutting me to shreds. So, onward, my friends. So we're going to see, we need 2.5 cups of carrot cake. Yeah, I think we're getting there. I think we're going to have some extra. I might be making coleslaw. So, yeah, that's close to 3 cups, as you can see. So we'll just go with that, and then with this I will, like I said, I'll make some coleslaw. I'm very good at making coleslaw. Alright, anyways, so here we go. Now, here we're moving on to another appliance, which hopefully gives us fewer chances to hurt ourselves. Here is my trusty mixer, also by Cuisinart. I got this on sale when a bed and bath or something like that was going out of business back in Fort Lauderdale. And so anyways, onward. So Mario says to mix together 4 eggs and a cup of mayonnaise, which I thought that's what really attracted me to this recipe, because I thought, mayonnaise? That sounds really interesting. You know, instead of, because most carrot cake recipes call for either oil or butter or whatever. And I thought, mayonnaise, what a great idea, because of course mayonnaise is just made up of egg yolks and oil, so you get your fat there the same way that you would. So here, look at that. But you also have the tang of the vinegar that's in there. So what a neat flavor idea. So then 4 eggs, which again, I think that's a fabulous idea, because the more eggs the better. 1, 2, 3. Don't look at the fact that I'm just tossing eggshells over here. I'll clean up afterwards, don't you worry. Okay, 4. Now, He also calls for a tablespoon of vanilla. Where's my vanilla? And yes, I am wiping my hands on my homemade apron, which you can buy at SuzanneElizabeths.com. Okay, tablespoon of vanilla. Nice, yeah, little glug. Good sized glug, right? Oh, and then he calls for, oh, and the reason I wipe my hands on my, because this is cotton, and I wash these. So it's just like having a, just like wearing a big dish towel around your waist. Okay, so, so Mario also calls for a cup of sugar and a cup of brown sugar. Well, it just so happens that I only had a half a cup of sugar, which I already put in there. So, and of course he calls for light brown sugar and I have dark brown. So there's 1, 2, I think I'm only going to put, I'm going to taste it. So I put in so you have half a cup of sugar and 1 cup of brown sugar, dark brown sugar. And I'm going to see how that is, because, you know, we don't need all the sugar in the world, right? You know, there's nothing wrong with. So, as you see, I'm using the whisk on here because my regular paddle I lost. I don't know. How do you lose something like that? I don't know. So, now, the next thing, we want those to be well combined, which they are. Oh, this is so good. That is really delicious. Okay, so then Mario calls for 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, all of which is in here, and then a teaspoon of salt. And here's my friend Susan gave me these for Christmas, and they're so, I just love them. They're so pretty, aren't they? They're really cute. Okay, teaspoon of kosher salt. So I've got that. Now I need a fork so I can kind of mix these around. Coco is in the other room barking at who knows what, you know? Coco is just, Coco! Coco, come here! Come here, Cokie. Come here, Coco. Okay, so here's the flour mixed with the baking soda and baking powder and the salt, and that's going to go in here. And then he also calls for 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I don't know, that seems like a whole lot of cinnamon. So I'm going to start with 1 teaspoon. As you know, I also am not a big fan of cinnamon. So I'm going to start with 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then I have to grate in. Where's my little grater for the... Good grief. I tell you, I apologize. I'm back. I'm trying to find my little grater. Holy smokes! My grater for the nutmeg. Oh my goodness gracious, Suzanne. Henry, move, please. Henry's here too. I tell you, we've got everybody. Okay, here's my grater. So, now, we're going to put our nutmeg in there. As you know, I love nutmeg, but I'm running low because I bought this at our natural grocer in Evergreen, but now I've moved, and they're opening a new natural grocer in Frisco, but they haven't opened it yet. Coco, come in here, honey. So we're just going to do the best. So I have these little bits of nutmeg that I'm trying to, you know, make the best of. And that's just what you do in the kitchen, honey. You just make the best of it. Now, And yes, I did touch my hair, but, you know, come on. So we're going to I'm going to let Coco, come here, honey. You can go out this way. Oh my goodness. This looks so doggone good. All right. So all of this is nicely combined. And as I said, I'm going to, since we didn't add as much, doesn't need any more sugar. It's delicious. So I'm going to throw my carrots in there, as you saw. So gently. So gently. I think I might, though, I might add that other teaspoon of vanilla that Mario recommended, as well as some more. Coco, come here, honey. Come here. I know you want to go outside, but come out this way. So another teaspoon of vanilla. And let's find some more tiny little shards of nutmeg. Because nutmeg, you know, obviously in this recipe, ginger was Mario's star. But for me, nutmeg rocks my world. So there you go. I have ordered, see, I'm just going to go ahead and pull out some more shards. Actually, you know what would be really good in here? Is a little, I'll show you in a second. All right, I think we've got enough nutmeg. But, nutmeg is fabulous. Okay, I'm putting, yes I am, I'm putting a little bit of black pepper in there because that nutmeg is fantastic. Coco, honey, look. Come here. Come here, baby. Go outside this way. There you go. Coco is my little 6-pound Yorkie. And if I wasn't in the middle of cooking, I would pick her up and show her to you. But you've seen her in previous ones. Now look at this batter. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm just giving this a good twirl. The other thing that Mario put in here that I did not was he put hazelnuts in here. Well, I don't have any hazelnuts, and I don't care because I've got you know, I've got everything else. My world is complete. Let's taste this. Oh my goodness. This is seriously delicious. Now, Mario put his into just one 8-inch springform pan. I'm using 2 because the other thing I'm going to do is at some point I should just stop calling this Mario's recipe since I'm doing everything differently. Mario made a buttercream frosting with molasses in it. Whereas I am going to be making a buttercream / cream cheese frosting, which also Mario did too. But I'm going to be making it without molasses, and then, look at this. Hold, I just saw these and I couldn't resist. Flaked coconut. Look at that. They're huge. This is going to be the prettiest Easter cake. By the way, that it is Easter. That's why I'm making this. It's Easter. We're making Easter cake for Easter. This is going to be fantastic. So here, this is me. I'm going to bake this now at 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes. And then I'll take it out of the little pan. See, here they are. Aren't they adorable? Oh my goodness, this is going to be such a good cake. Then I'll take them out. They'll cool in the pan for 5 to 10 minutes. Take them out of the pan and let them cool completely on a rack for, you know, an hour. You want to make sure it's absolutely, absolutely cool. And then I'll make the frosting. and frost it. And that'll be the next video. Okay? Remember, God loves you, and so do I. Bye.